Namaskar. This proposal is not only about meeting the Supreme Court mandate on student mental health, it is about protecting the well-being of more than 42 lakh young students across Maharashtra. Briea is currently the only voice AI and WhatsApp-based platform that provides 24/7 multilingual support, anonymous access, and automated Supreme Court compliance without adding administrative burden on institutions. Most importantly, a state-led wellness system of this scale will be noticed by young voters and their parents, demonstrating strong governance and commitment to youth safety. In the next slides, I will briefly outline the mandate, the gaps, and how Briea provides a complete, statewide solution. This directive of the 25th of July, 2025 is not optional. It is a binding Supreme Court mandate that places direct responsibility on every state government. The court has clearly ordered a uniform mental health system, 24/7 support, early warning mechanisms, anonymous reporting, and mandatory district-level oversight. These requirements are enforceable immediately and will continue until legislation is enacted. What this means for Maharashtra is straightforward. The state must now demonstrate structured implementation, visible readiness, and auditable compliance. Any delay exposes the government to legal scrutiny, audit observations, and reputational consequences. And most importantly, this order shifts accountability from individual colleges to the state itself. Compliance can no longer be fragmented. Maharashtra must show a statewide solution, not an institutional patchwork. It is important to note that Maharashtra is not dealing with a small stakeholder group. We are responsible for over 42.65 lakh young citizens. This is one of the largest higher education populations in the country, spread across metros, semi-urban regions, and deep rural belts. These are tomorrow's workforce, tomorrow's taxpayers, and importantly, tomorrow's voters. Their well-being is not peripheral, it is strategic. But today, this vast student population stands without a uniform mental health system, without early warning mechanisms, without real-time visibility, and without reliable support that reaches them where they actually are. Colleges are trying, but the challenge is far beyond the capacity of individual institutions. Students hesitate due to stigma, parents remain unaware, and high-risk cases often surface only when it is already too late. Now, after the Supreme Court judgment, responsibility shifts directly to the state. This is no longer an institutional duty, it is a constitutional obligation on Maharashtra itself. At this scale, only a single, statewide, technology-driven program can meet that obligation. Let me tell you that the most dangerous element of student mental health today is that the problem is silent. Stress, anxiety, depression, addiction. These are rising dramatically, yet students rarely come forward. Why? Because there is stigma, fear of judgment, no confidential channel, limited access to counselors, and most importantly, they don't know when they are entering a high-risk zone. And this is the core issue. Traditional counselor-based models are reactive. They only help after a student breaks. They cannot proactively check stress levels, they cannot reach lakhs of students regularly, and they cannot produce state-level anonymized insights. As a result, the state is always seeing the problem after it has already happened. This is not a counseling problem, it is a population-scale early detection problem. And population problems cannot be solved by manual, fragmented college-by-college efforts. What Maharashtra needs is a continuous, proactive, technology-led system that reaches every student before the risk becomes a crisis. Up to this point, we have seen that Maharashtra is expected to deliver a uniform, statewide mental health system that counselor-based approaches cannot scale. And that technology is the only way to meet the Supreme Court's mandate across more than 42 lakh students. Briea is built precisely for that challenge. It is India's first proactive voice AI and WhatsApp-based system, designed specifically for large student populations and continuous early detection. Because it works on voice and WhatsApp, students may not install an app or step forward themselves. The system reaches out to them in Marathi, Hindi, or English, wherever they are. By integrating mental health, lifestyle, and preventive health into a single platform, Briea replaces fragmented, manual efforts with a year-round state capability that provides evidence, documentation, and compliance at scale. Exactly what the Supreme Court now requires Maharashtra to demonstrate. What separates Briea is that it brings every required capability into one state-ready platform. I will take little more time to explain this. Please pay attention. It's really important. First, proactive voice AI. Briea initiates check-ins and stress scans automatically. Students don't have to ask for help, the system reaches out. That removes hesitation and stigma. Second, WhatsApp First Access, no app required. This ensures near universal reach across urban and rural regions, even on low bandwidth. Third, true omni-channel interaction through voice, WhatsApp, or text, so every student has a comfortable path. Fourth, 24/7 multilingual support, including Marathi, making the system culturally accessible. Fifth, integrated generative AI that personalizes guidance and automates reporting. Sixth, a unified wellness ecosystem combining mental health, lifestyle, preventative care, disease care, workout, and custom diet plan. And finally, a fully automated compliance engine that produces anonymized Supreme Court-ready documentation at scale. No other platform in India combines all of this into a single, statewide solution. At the highest level, our objective is to give Maharashtra a single, auditable, Supreme Court-compliant system that operates across every institution in every district. This means 24/7 mental health access, continuous monitoring, and structured reporting, all in a format the state can present confidently to the court, to auditors, and to the public. For the government, the immediate outcome is automatic compliance with most of the mandated directives, without creating new administrative layers or staffing burdens. Briea dramatically reduces manual work, produces anonymized state-level documentation, and ensures that the government can demonstrate visible, measurable action. Most importantly, this gives Maharashtra a data-driven understanding of youth well-being, early warning signals for high-risk cases, and a statewide dashboard that finally connects policy decisions to real conditions on campuses. This is compliance, governance, and leadership, delivered together. At this moment, the Supreme Court expectation is immediate, enforceable, and centered on youth mental health. We respectfully request the Education Department to approve this concept note at the department level, allow a detailed in-person presentation and technical demonstration, and authorize the pilot. Following a successful pilot, we request consideration for statewide implementation. This single step positions Maharashtra as the national benchmark for student mental health governance and compliance. We would be grateful for the opportunity to discuss next steps, and we are available at any time for further interaction with the department and senior leadership.